Hey guys, this is Krypton here today, and I have a special video. It's just kind of a different video. Most of my videos aren't very informative on gun stats and stuff like that. But this video, I'm going to be focusing on the G11, and a lot of people refer to the AK-74U as an overpowered weapon. And they have done several patches on this gun, and it's not overpowered. The only gun that I think that should be considered to be even close to overpowered is the G11 assault rifle. Now, while the G11 out of most of the assault rifles has the least damage, and I say this because if you look at the M16 at close range, it has 40 damage, and at I forget how many meters it is. At long range, like at about 65 meters, the M16 drops down to 30 damage. And if you look at the G11, the stats are much different. Up close, up to 35 meters, the G11 does 35 damage. And past 35 meters, it drops down, and at 50 meters, it goes to its lowest damage, and it drops down to 25 damage per bullet. Now, even at its farthest range, it's still 4 bullets per kill. But the AK-47 is more powerful than the G11 at long range. It does 30 instead of 25. So I don't see why people will call it overpowered, in the only sense that it has little to no recoil. It has a very large clip. It reloads weird, and its hipfire is extremely good, even without steady aim. Now, while those come into factor, there's very limited attachments on this weapon. There's the variable zoom and the low power zoom. I prefer to use neither. I think I'm autistic. But if this gun had extended mags, oh buddy, that'd be like a 60 round clip. You wouldn't have to reload for like 4 kills. That'd be redonkulous. And if this gun had a red dot sight, this gun reminds me so much of the FAMAS from Modern Warfare 2, except it has a little bit less damage, and it has a little bit of idle sway. The guns in Modern Warfare 2 had almost none of them had idle sway. I don't think any of them did, pretty much. And if they did, they had very little. Now in this game, I think there's a little bit more. And I'm gonna read off a couple more stats about the G11. Okay, shots to the kill up close, it'd be a 1 burst, which is 3 bullets, and far away it'll be 4 bullets, and far away is like 50 meters and further. The fire rate, it fires 1,250 bullets a minute if it had that big of a clip, and if it didn't reload. If you didn't have to reload and had that big of a clip, it would shoot that many bullets. Now, time between shots is 0.05 seconds, so that's like 5 milliseconds in between each shot leaving the barrel. And the magazine size is 48 bullets, you guys know that, and the reload time without sleight of hand, with a few bullets left, is going to be 2.7 seconds, and if you have sleight of hand, it's going to be half that. And the reload time when there's completely no bullets at all, it's going to be 3.85 seconds. And again, if you have sleight of hand, that's going to be cut in half. And when you put on the low power scope on the G11, it has a lot of idle sway. It swings back and forth, and you have to hold your breath to steady it, and it takes longer to aim it. Now, with the variable zoom, you have those 3 different settings, and at the end of this video, I'll have an example of all 3 different settings and the low power scope. But I don't see why people would even begin to touch those. What are they called? Attachments. Now, you see here I pick up the Galil. I'm sorry for that. I didn't really want to talk about this gameplay, but I'm gonna have to now to pick up the Galil. And I want to talk about the guns that G11 should be the maps that G11 should be used on. I think it should be only used on big maps with long lines of sight, like Cracked. If you sit up top 3-story, that's the only building on Cracked with 3 stories, so that's pretty obvious. The one where you can go up and protect B demo and B search. And you sit up there, you can see almost all the way across the map. You can cover almost everywhere on the map. That's a highly recommended spot to use G11. And right here I get my gunship that gets taken down pretty quick. But chopper gunners are this is the first chopper gunner I ever got on this map, because normally on jungle I'm really bad at the map, and normally I don't do so well. But this is just a filler, guys, but it's still a pretty good gameplay. And now I'll call my chopper. But I also like going up on top rock, cliff, and using the G11. It has long lines of sights, and it's very easy. Like, you don't seem like it, but you have so much of an angle down on everybody. If you crouch and just look over so you can just see over, that's a perfect head glitching spot. It works out really well, and you seen I got my first kill streak there. So now this game is coming to an end, so stay tuned. I'm gonna show you guys what it's like to use, like what the recoil is without any attachments, what the recoil is with the low power scope, and what the recoil is with the variable zoom after this video is done.
Close to victory, hold the line. Losing B. Friendly spy plane inbound. Our spy plane's in the air. Enemy spy plane above. Your work.
Hey guys, so this is the G11 with steady aim and then with no scope on it at all, and I'm going to show you guys the spread. Here's the spread with steady aim, and you can see the spread's rather small, and that's at a little bit of a distance, and normally you'd aim in there, but you almost don't need to because most of those shots would hit a man. And then right here is the part where I aim down my sights, and you can see that the G11 has a little bit of an up and to the right recoil, so that's, you should, if you want to compensate for that, you can by knowing that. And now it comes for the variable zoom. Anyway guys, here's the G11 with variable zoom. As you can see, it looks quite different, but I don't do the spread, I just show how it aims in, and this has sleight of hand on it. And then I show the 3 different zoom calibers, and then I'm holding my breath, and that's how long you can hold your breath for. And once you run out of breath, it's rather ridiculous trying to get it to steady again. And then I shoot off some heads right here. That's the fullest zoom, and it takes a while once you hold your breath, and this is the farthest zoom away, and it's rather hard, so I do not recommend the variable zoom. And guys, here's the final attachment for the G11. This is the low power scope, and I like the fact that you can see on the sides. It's not completely darkened out. You can see through it a little bit, so you can see your surroundings. But it's got a lot of idle sway, and you'll see that here in a second. I go back here, and it's almost just as good to hip fire as it is to aim down your sight. Because look at this. You continually shoot, and this is not me adjusting at all, this is just how it goes. There's that, and then I do it again because I'm not the brightest person in the world. You guys see that it's kind of all over the place, and then here's the hip firing. And so you can see that the spread's a lot wider than the variable zoom, than the low power scope, but it's with steady aim. I just I'm just trying to prove my point that I highly do not recommend the low power scope or the variable zoom. So there you go, guys. There's the G11 statistics, and I hope you enjoyed, and please give this video a thumbs up and a comment. This video took a lot longer than most of my other videos, and it's going to be a long render time. So thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and come check out my channel if you liked it.